So nothing like having your mind blown into a million pieces first thing on a Monday morning. I work with truly an amazing bunch of people every Monday morning. It's a group coaching group. People from all walks of life. Just an incredibly supportive, challenging. They definitely challenge me. Challenge me to break through barriers. Challenge me to break through my limits. Because, as I have said before, my limits are all in my head. And yours are too, but that's beside the point. My limits are all inside my head, and I'm just incredibly grateful for that bunch of people in my life. Really have no idea. He knows he has fans. You have fans, right? I'm gonna get you some fans. Alright. I've always wanted to do a video about this, in the 2 weeks that I've been posting videos on this channel. But I've always wanted to do a video about an old friend of mine. And you'll probably see it more than likely tomorrow on my channel. But it's about my old friend Steve. Nobody knows what Steve looks like. Contrary to popular belief, he is not a leftover imaginary friend from my childhood. And, yeah. I'm just throwing this out there. A day that you can fill up your car for less than 25 bucks. That's a good day. I pride myself on being an alpha man. Not one of those douchebag alpha men who, does douchebaggy things, but just a real, authentic guy. But I'll tell you right now, it's impossible to look manly when you just get dive-bombed by a wasp. Country living at its finest, boys and girls. I just heard a bit of news about an early favorite Crimson Tide football player of mine. This is one family. 4 brothers. They all played ball at Alabama. The Good family. They were from this tiny little town in North Alabama called Town Creek. Hazelwood High School. Tiny little school, but man, were they a power. Chris, Pierre, Clyde, and Kerry. Every last one of them played ball at Alabama. They were all good. In fact, I'll go as far as to say is that Good name was the first time that I really recognized just what a badass football player looked like. Now, keep in mind, I was a kid back in the 80s when they were playing ball at Bama, but I recognized greatness when I saw it. Now, Clyde Good, we lost him a few years ago. He passed away. Cancer got him. But I just heard a heartbreaking bit of news earlier about Kerry. Kerry Good, it just came out today. He was diagnosed with ALS. So many ex-football players, contact sport athletes are, feeling the ravages of just this brutal disease. Most notably off the top of my head, there's a guy named Kevin Turner who also played ball at Alabama back in the '90s, early '90s. He's in a pretty bad way right now because of ALS. So I want to remind you of a couple of things. First of all, the guys that you see playing football on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday night, they're putting their, and Thursday, of course, they're putting their life on the line. They're putting their way of life on the line to entertain you for their own glory. And in the case of the NFL, of course, for a pretty handsome living. But that doesn't take away the fact that they are putting their lives on the line every time they put that helmet on, every time they put those shoulder pads on. And secondly, last summer when everybody was dumping ice water on their heads, they weren't just doing that for fun. They were doing, well, most of them weren't doing that just for fun. They were doing that to raise awareness and, most importantly, to raise money to try to find a cure for this god-awful disease. So I want to challenge you tonight. If you don't care about college football at all, even if you can't stand the Crimson Tide, at least say a prayer if you believe in that. Say a prayer, give some good thoughts and well wishes to the Good family tonight. And strongly consider donating a few bucks. I'll put a link in the description to where you can donate to ALS research. And let's find a cure for this.
You want to go out? Okay, we can do that.
On that note, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video today. Today's a pretty good day. Got a lot of work done on my ebook. I got the forward back on it, and so good, you guys. So of course, I'm going to include some information in the doobly-doo. Still feel weird saying that. Of how to order it. So if you want to go ahead and pre-order it, it is available now for pre-order, and it's coming out on October 5th. All right, I lied. One more clip. So I just let Pete from back outside, and he went so hard. There's the back door, okay? And then he slid about 5 feet, landed right in his crate, and moved the crate over about 2 feet. Oh, there's my klutzy little mutt.